Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Dorchester International Airport. I certainly hope you're having a fantastic day whenever and wherever you happen to be, because I'm excited. I am excited to be back because things are open and things are running, and it has been a roller coaster. At the very end of the last episode, I decided to, well, I stopped the episode itself, and then I decided to continue playing for a little bit to see what would happen, and things got weird. Now, before we get into that, I want to show you something really important, and by really important, I mean really small, that you might have already noticed. We've got our logo on the floor right there. I didn't realize that's something you can do, but it totally is. You can go into decorations, and it's like right here. So we can put the airport logo just everywhere, really, which I think is really cool, especially since, like, you know, you arrive into the airport here and it's just die. So, you know, that's kind of nice. And I decided to put it at the end of all of the queues with the check-in desks as well, because I thought that looked kind of fun, basically. So everything is up and running, and we are making a bit of money, but I've had to go into operations, and I'm also going to get more janitors here because you'll notice the floor was filthy. I've had to go into operations, and I've had to turn off not just catering, which we had already turned off, but also aircraft cleaning, because, well, also all of this is a nightmare out here. We're going to deal with all the exclamation points in a second. But basically what was happening was, I guess no vehicles could get in here to deliver food. And then if we go over this way, I'll show you the planes in a second. I've changed this about because no vehicles are able to get in to pick up the stored waste either. Similarly, we're having a lot of problems with vehicles just getting in and around here in general. So what I want to do is I want to go in, I want to go to economy, I want to go to loans, and I don't really need to do this, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to take a loan, and I'm going to bulldoze everything on this end of the airport, because honestly, I think that's something we're going to need to do just to fix this. Now, what I also want to do is I do want to come down here, and I do want to use a public road and essentially just do this. And I've got instant build on as well because I've been testing a lot of things and trying to get things working. It does still charge me to build things. I just don't have to wait or have contractors to actually build anything. So let's throw a contractor site there. Let's throw a delivery site there. That way everything will technically keep on working. And what I want to do is bulldoze everything out there. I think the one-way system that we have is just gonna need to go. I have a feeling that that's kind of what's causing the problem. So let's grab the bulldozer tool. Let's go here, and essentially all of this is gonna need to go. And I'm gonna have to try and rebuild every single bit of it. So all of that can go, which I'm sure the game is gonna love me for doing right there. Has that messed with any of the existing roads? Doesn't really look like it has, but now all of that's gone. What I want to do is I want to go over this way, and we're basically going to do, let's see if it will actually load. The game's kind of frozen. There it is. So what we want to do is get ourselves a public road tunnel, and we want it to go down, and I'm going to put it like there. And I guess we'll go do the same on the other side. We're going to give a bit more space to traffic coming in here. So we want to go to about there. I think that makes them even. We're about 3 large squares from the side and the right, and we're about 3 there as well. So that's fair enough. And basically what we're going to do is go in and just connect the roads around like this. And that's going to give a little bit more room above ground for everything that we're going to need. And then the one-way system being gone, I'm not too happy about, but if doing this fixes the problems we're having, then it's for the best as far as I'm concerned. So let's go ahead and take this bit out as well. And let's go ahead and get ourselves a few different things. So parking lots are kind of a big deal. I do want those. I just don't know where they're going to go. But I guess what we could do is say put a parking lot right up at the top there, and maybe we'll do a few of those. So we'll do one on that side, and we'll do one on this side as well, and then we'll do a couple more of them going in just so we have them spaced out evenly here. So something like that, we'll do 3, And then we'll actually do 4 because they're, you know, pretty big and there should probably be a lot of them. So we'll do 4 parking lots. We'll do 5 on each side. All right, so we'll have the 5 parking lots on each side. And then we're obviously going to need a road in front of that. So let's get ourselves a public road that goes all the way over like this. And that'll connect up all the parking lots. And then what I'm thinking we do is we have these bus stops here. So why don't I go in and say that we get rid of the sidewalks that are along here. And then we can throw these bus stops into this space here. So we can do 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Those are spaced out kind of evenly. And I think we could go to this side over here and do exactly the same thing. Do 3 bus stops. We might not be able to do 3 actually looking at it there, but we'll find out because we have a security checkpoint. But if I go into sidewalks and I clear out all of this and we go in for bus stops, we want 1, we want 2, we want, no, those aren't spaced right. We want 1, 2, and 3. We can actually space them out exactly the way we want. We'll throw the sidewalks back in there and essentially go do the same on this side as well. And that means the buses can still come into the airport and do their thing, and that's all going to be well and good. So that'll be good news. And then we just need to bring another public road across this bit here. And then the space in the middle is going to be the tricky part because obviously it's, you know, where everything else needs to go. But I think, you know, we'll get there. We'll figure that out. So we have that looping around, you know, it'll all connect in a second. Actually, I guess we'll just go ahead and connect it immediately. So let's bring this out, connect on there. And that'll be, you know, access to the tunnel. And we'll do the same on this side, and that'll just let the vehicles do their thing, basically. My big worry with doing this is that vehicles are going to get really, really strange for a while, which honestly they probably will, but that's kind of whatever, I suppose. Also, looking at it, we should probably get rid of that security checkpoint there. In fact, let's just get rid of that entire public road, because what we can do is throw a vehicle checkpoint right there. And then all of the... Oh, wait, no, we can't... Can we do that? I don't think we can. This does need public access, doesn't it? I'm an idiot. I'm pretty sure it does. If we have a little look here at the... What is it? It's the catering depot. So the catering depot, yeah. So it does need public access. Never mind. So we can't actually do that. That's a little bit annoying, but that's fair enough, I guess. We'll go ahead and just clear that out. And we'll bring just a regular public road down here, and that'll be totally fine. So we have the buses, we have the parking lots. We're going to need space for taxis as well. So what I'm thinking we do is we throw some taxi stops up this way, because we could, if we really wanted to, sort of double up the road a little bit. And I know that's maybe going to cause some traffic problems, but my thinking would be that we probably want to put regular car stops in along here, and then have taxi stops across the way, because the taxis, at least realistically, would probably be sat about for a little while. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's just keep going in with these for a little bit and see how many of them we can actually end up with. Because it's looking like, yeah, we can get a bunch of them just like that. So that's kind of perfect as far as I'm concerned. I think that'll be good for the taxis. We could probably make that a one-way road as well. Just looking at it, we could probably get away with that. I'm not going to just yet because I don't really want to mess with one-way roads at the minute until I know exactly what's going on with them and exactly how they're going to work. So we're not going to stress about that because we do still need to get the car stops in here. So let's see if we can maybe get away with clearing out that space and clearing out this space as well, and throwing some regular car stops in there. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, can we just bring these in until they meet in the middle kind of nicely? We totally can. So there we go. So we'll have a bunch of car stops there. We'll have a bunch of car stops here. And then essentially that's kind of everything set up again, just without the weird one-way systems. I do think we're going to need to go in and clear out these lights that I put in some of these corners. That was something I did do between episodes, was put some lights in here. I think they're going to need to go just to make sure that the sidewalks actually loop around the way they should. But In doing this, I think we might be able to get traffic to behave a little bit, would be the hope at the very least. So we'll fill that bit in, we'll fill that bit in. The rest of it's connected as well. So I guess the last thing we need to do is get some crosswalks. So let's do a bit of sidewalk there. Let's do a bit of sidewalk there. And then we want some medium crosswalks for those sections of the road. We'll get them here as well. And then I have to wonder if I need them here as well. I probably do. So we'll set it up like that too. We'll put them over here so you can walk over to the parking lots. I'm not really sure what way that's necessarily going to work, but I'm sure we'll figure that out. Unless I can put sidewalks behind it, which I actually totally can. So let's do a little section of sidewalk just down the back of the parking lots there. And technically that might let people walk around them. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does, then fantastic. And we'll just do the same on this side as well. And like I said, the traffic's probably going to get weird, but I kind of hope this fixes it. So that's all built. The game is lagging like crazy because it's desperately trying to figure out what to do with all the AI that I've just displaced. I think it's just figured it out. So I guess we're going to see what happens. It is a lot of traffic that's going to have to work things out here. A lot of it's still going to be on its, the same old path that it was on. And it also looks like a lot of my, all of my workers actually are heading down to get picked up, which is interesting to say the least. I didn't realize they hadn't been picked up either. Oh my God. There's a lot of people in that bathroom. We have a lot of people just around here, don't we? Good Lord. I didn't quite realize how many of them were just stood around. All right. Well, I mean, fair enough. Gonna be a lot of bathroom money is what that's gonna be. That sounds dirtier than I think it should. A lot of toilet money. I don't think my friend I don't think the phrase toilet money is ever gonna catch on. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean that's what it is. So a lot of toilet money. Now here's what I'm curious about. I'm curious to see if this thing will start getting deliveries. Right? That's the whole reason for changing this about, is to see if this will start actually getting deliveries and to see if this thing over here will actually start getting cleared out. Because if they do, then I can go ahead and turn on cabin cleaning. I can do all that good stuff. And there we go. So this has actually just got a delivery, which is amazing news. So the one-way system was totally messing with it, which makes me think that these right here will probably get cleared out, which is amazing news because it means I can go ahead and turn some things on again. So we'll give it a second. We'll see what happens. We'll see if it does get cleared out. And if it does, then we can get back into making some serious money, is what we can do. Because that's where the big problem has been. In fact, to be totally honest, this thing is getting full of food. So let's go in and switch on the catering service again. Because again, that's going to be a way to start making some money, which is exactly what we need to be doing. Now looking over here, we have requested trucks to come in and start clearing this out. So I guess that's probably just going to be a waiting game. So while we wait for that, let me show you another thing that I've done that you've probably already noticed. I went ahead and built a shop, a little cafe in this arrivals area. And the reason I did that, quite simply, is because there were a lot of people in this area that were complaining. Now, they're complaining about wait time at the minute, which is whatever. But they were complaining about being hungry. So I thought, we'll put a shop in there. And it seems like it's doing some good work. What's also interesting is a lot of people waiting for taxis. And, oh, okay. So the taxis are actually starting to arrive, which is good news. So I guess we'll not stress too much about it. I guess it might just be a case. Oh my God, there's so many people waiting to Where are you all going? Wow, this got very busy very quickly. All right, what's going on here? Is this actually being cleared out? Okay, so they are being cleared out, but the problem that's going to be happening is a lot of my trucks are still full, right? So as great as it is that some of this is getting cleared out, finally, my trucks are still very full, so they are just not, you know, they're not able to do anything. But we do have the catering services going out. So this is one of our catering trucks right there. which is fantastic. So we are making more money on that front. Anyway, I said we'd have a look at what else is going on with the airport, and like, you know, I like to think I'm a man of my words, so basically good stuff. You know, other than the issues with vehicles not able to get in here, good things are largely happening. You know, we've got a good number of flights coming and going. We're making money, and assuming things don't fail catastrophically again, we're probably going to continue to do that. So that's good news. Also interesting is the fact that these trucks I don't think can clear things out fast enough. So they take, what, 500 a time? Yeah. And then I'm probably going to have another one of my trucks coming up to drop a load of garbage off in that thing. But yeah, once those clear out, we'll go ahead and turn on cabin cleaning as well. And I guess while we're waiting to do that, let's go ahead and let's see if we can maybe, I don't know. I want to go ahead and copy this this store is what I want to do. So I want to grab all, actually, no, I don't want to copy it because there's not a lot of point in copying it because it won't rotate. I would need to mirror it. So let's do some measuring. This wall here is 21. So let's go over this way and we'll keep the game on pause while I do this. It's going to be 21. Then we go like that. And then the distance from that wall to the next corner is 16. So what we want to do is go from this spot here out to 16 and fill in this little space. Fill in that little bit. And let's go ahead and get ourselves another little store in here. So we'll surround it nicely like that. We'll get the nice light wood in that space. And we'll go ahead and make this we'll make it a food room is what we'll do. It's going to be another food space. And we do actually have a few contracts available. We've got the Bean. We've got an Italian kitchen. I do love a good, I'm not going to lie, I love some Italian food in an airport. I think I've mentioned before, I'm probably a broken record to be totally honest, but I've mentioned, I'm almost sure, that I absolutely adore Copenhagen Airport. And one of the reasons for that is because there's an Italian place in Copenhagen Airport that is just amazing. It's so good. It really, really is. I highly recommend it. I mean, it's, you know, it's not the easiest thing, you know, if you're traveling is what I mean, you know. It's not just like, oh, you know, head down to Copenhagen Airport. There's an Italian place. No, you'll want to be traveling. It's probably a very expensive, you know, thing to be doing if you're not traveling. But let's get an Italian place in there. Let's do that, and let's try and make this place look really nice. So what do we want to do? We're gonna want some tables. Let's try and make this let's try and make this like a proper little kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say the word bistro because I'm gonna make it look that good, but let's get some nice chairs in here. We'll give people plenty of seating space. A little bit cramped down there, actually. Let's maybe, we'll not shift it about too much. We'll have something like that. We could actually do booth type seating down there. So if we were to go for this instead, we can actually have that kind of thing going on. So it looks a little better. Doesn't quite look as cramped as it did. And I'm thinking up this way, we'll do sort of the same thing as we did over there on the right side. So we'll get like a little row of seats up here as well. Then go ahead and throw in, I guess we'll do this actually. We'll clear that table out of the middle, but we'll do, let's see. Let's do these chairs here on that side. We'll clear that chair out of the middle, and we'll get ourselves a nice little wall along the back there. And that'll be kind of nice as well. So I do kind of like that. I think that's quite nice. I think we could probably do another little booth over on the right side here. So something a bit like that. And just a nice table in the middle too. And then the rest of the floor space, honestly, probably we could just get away with doing, you know, tables and chairs. Just do booths, I guess. Yeah, let's just do a bunch of booth space. We'll make, like, you know, it's, I say fancy bistro. What I mean is maximize the usage of our space, maximize profits. to hell with character and charm. All right, there we go. I think that looks okay. It's got some charm to it. It's got some character to it. It sort of does the job. We probably also didn't need to do this many counters, but hopefully people will be kind of keen to actually go there. I'm also, oh my God, what? How many people are going to that bathroom? What happened there? Where did you all come from? Wow, okay. I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure what's going on there. Looks like there's a few people waiting upstairs. I did put some shops upstairs, by the way. We have these bathrooms up here too, but I guess they are super busy as well. It's really strange. I'll tell you what we'll do though. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some like large seating upstairs outside the bathrooms and see if maybe people are kind of keen to use it. That way they don't have to stand inside the bathroom, and that way they might actually use the bathrooms as well. I don't know. There's just a lot of people. Like, I'm not gonna lie. There's kind of more people in this airport than I thought would be in this airport. And if this is what it's like for just medium aircraft, then it's going to be interesting if we do large aircraft. Oh my God. Oh my God, there's so many of them. And why are none of them checking in? Like, what's going on? Delayed, closed, delayed. So 3, like, why? So check-in open, but no one's actually checking in. And then this one's closed. This one's open. But again, no one's actually checking in. Oh no, what's broken in the airport this time? What's actually like, what's causing problems this time? So there is food in there. What are you waiting on? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. So they're all waiting on whatever this is. I'm assuming ground staff, I want to say. I'm going to assume they're waiting on like ramp agents or something. Maybe we need to get more of those. I really don't know. Okay, so I've been looking at this for the last little bit, and I've obviously gone ahead and built a few more taxi stops and car stops and all that good stuff. And they're all just overwhelmed. All of it is just overwhelmed. There's just too many people, and I genuinely have no idea how to deal with this. I have gone ahead and got more ramp agents, and I've been doing bits and pieces here and there. And I mean, if we look underground, all of my vehicles are just sat there. I mean, we've got food in there. We've got these almost empty. We could probably, if we really wanted to, and we'll hire more ramp agents, we could go ahead and turn on cabin cleaning if we really wanted to. We'll turn off general aviation as well. So we now have cabin cleaning going and doing its thing. It's just really strange seeing what's going on around here. It really, really is, because I don't know what to do. I get the feeling that the game has ever so slightly broken, because what I'm noticing is, I mean, we're still making money. People are still leaving, I think. It's hard to tell. I mean, so this is delayed. I don't know what any of this means. I'm not gonna lie. It's just very strange, because I'm not seeing queues. I'm not seeing anything. And I'm wondering if I was to close the airport, would that maybe help? Like if we went in and said, you know, close the airport. But I get the feeling that's just going to require everybody to go home, and I feel like that's a bad idea. Obviously, I mean, looking here, the airlines aren't very happy with me. My passengers aren't, thoroughly happy with me. Generally speaking, the airport isn't considered great. And part of that is going to be, if we have a look in here, it's going to be the fees that we charge for a lot of things. which I mean, we could probably bring down a bit. So we're charging $3,000 for different runway usages. But this is very strange, just seeing everything at a complete standstill. There are vehicles coming and going. And I mean, we could maybe go in and say, you know, bring this up to a 45-minute gap between flights. But it is very, very strange. This bathroom over here, for example, it is just... I don't want to use the word spewing in relation to a bathroom, but spewing money, I think, is a fair way to put it. I do think that's fair. I'm not sure why these bathrooms never get used. I'm not sure why this bathroom is so popular. I'm just a bit confused, really. I'm gonna be honest, I am just a little bit confused about what's going on. Because I don't know why this bathroom is so popular. I really don't. I feel like that's a queue waiting to get in there. Which makes me wonder, if I built a mega bathroom, would that do anything? It might. But how many actual toilets would I need is the horrifying question that I don't know that I want to answer. I don't know. I'm really not sure what to do here. I'm also noticing we have a bunch of baggage waiting to go out to a plane, and no baggage car going to get it right now. That's a little bit worrying. Is that the baggage? No, that car has baggage on it already, so that's kind of interesting. Okay. So that's all getting to go back out. That gets picked up, but none of that baggage there is getting loaded onto a car to go out and go onto a plane. Okay. I wonder if we have too many vehicles. I don't know. I feel like I've probably broken the game. So I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll sit and I'll work with this for the next little while, and we'll see if we can maybe fix things a little bit. If not, then we'll give Airport CEO a little bit of a break. We'll go play a game like RimWorld or Academia or Prison Architect. Something with, you know, a relatively similar art style, basically. That's not a requirement, but that's just the plan. I've been looking at those games for a little bit. If I can fix things, great. If I can't, then I can't. And we'll just come back to this game in the near future with a different airport. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. It's been my absolute pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.